Let's give this thing a what for. We got the beans up the big hill. Poof! Woo! Wee! Motocross. Well, hot diggity dog guys, how's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wow, what the heck was that? Anyway, we are back yet again with another e-bike from Mukkpet. This is called Mukkpet Ninja. This thing reminds me of a freaking mini bike. It is a dual battery. They claim 80 to 120 miles with this thing. So let's do a quick little rundown. We keep things simple around here, kind of like dummy proof. If it works, it works. If it don't, I'll tell you. So let's give this thing a what for. It's got a nice big old front headlight. You do have to put this together kind of a little bit, but it's super simple and easy. Nice little kickstand. It's good old shocks, good rear shocks with a hinge here. So far so good. So let's fart around with this thing. Let's check out these brake lights. Simple and easy. You just flip the switch, hold the power button, she turns on. Bada bing, bada boom. We do have integrated brake lights. I don't know if you guys can see that with the sunlight. This thing also has turn signals. Pretty freaking nifty. And also, we got a nice little electric horn. Fancy now. You can double seat the back if you want to, but I'll tell you right now, we have been farting around on this thing. The way this seat is shaped, it's not the greatest for the pedaling, but it is possible. I'm just gonna call it how I sees it, and I'm gonna be real honest. So also when you're pedaling this, you can see how close this is to this rear frame here. Your foot does sometimes hit that, so you kind of got to be careful. But hey, let's give this thing the what for, fart around, have a good old time, see what we make happen. Yeehaw! This thing does have some Titans disc brakes, front and rear. The Shimano brake system, or the Shimano shift system. Good old twist throttle. Let's let her rip. Let's give this thing the what for. We got the beans up the big hill. Poof! Oh, I got stuck. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah, give her the beans. Oh, she didn't like that too much. Oh, here we go. I guess I'm too fat. Oh. You guys can see those front shocks. Not too shabby. We haven't bottomed out yet, but pretty smooth. Put her in 5 and let her rip. Good old sand test. Woo! Wee-hoo! Wee-hoo! Woo! Getting it. It's a windy one. There was fish right there. Oh, she didn't like it. It's too sandy, it's too loose. There we go, got some traction. Cool. Off-roading now. Off-roading now. Into the lake. No, I'm just kidding. Look at me, no hands. Off-road. Off-road. We make our own path with this thing. It's like a dirt bike. I have not drained these batteries before, so we're gonna see what we can make happen here. All right, today guys, boom, we're gonna take this thing for the what for and test that 80 to 120 mile range. Turn her on. As long as we have it on trip right there, I don't know if you can see that, we're at 0 miles. We're gonna give it the what for. As long as we don't shut it off, that trip should stay there. Keep in mind that 80 to 120 mile range is probably at the lowest settings possible. We're gonna keep it 2 to 3, maybe sometimes 4. See what we can get. If we get at least 40 to maybe 50 out of it, that'd be pretty cool. And even doing 40 to 50 miles sitting on a bicycle is a doozy. So see what we can make happen. Whee! Motocross. One thing I do want to point out, I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that kind of like little shake in the bracket there? It doesn't really affect it, so I'm not sure why that's really cutting off this kind of. Anyway, onward. Still cruising along, we're at 2. We're almost at 10 miles. Mobbing around on some gravel. She's doing a pretty good job. So far so good. Alright, we're about 15 miles. And it was at 3 bars, it just went back up to 4. So I'm thinking we're gonna get about 20 out of a full charge on a single battery. I do not have them both set up. Well, we hit that 20 mile mark and we are at about 2 bars. Woo, and it is cold. All right, well, hopefully you guys can see that. We've done 21.3 miles. It was at 1 bar and then we just stopped and rested and now it went up 2 bars. But holy shnikes, I think you could maybe get about 25 miles. I was in 3rd gear. I would pedal assist a little bit. Once you get into 3rd on the settings, the pedal assist just feels like you're ghost riding, kinda. So it only feels like you're like actually catching, if that makes sense, like you're actually pedaling in 2nd on that. But not too shabby. Not gonna say that seat is the comfiest. I'm gonna keep it real. I do like the grips here, but not too shabby. I would say at the settings we had that in, you could probably, with both batteries, that was only 1 battery by the way, that you could probably get 50 to 60 doing miles with what we had going on there if you're using both batteries, but not too shabby. Let's keep it honest, not all the time we're going to be keeping this thing in the lowest gear to get that 80 to 120 miles. I mean, we're not going cross country here. Most of the time people buy these things, they're farting around their own city. You're going to get a good bang for your buck for sure, but the seat is not the comfiest. You can't adjust it. I don't know why it's exactly so wide, because you can't really double up on it. Kind of goofy, but if you do have a backpack on, it can rest on this seat as well. Yeah, if you're mobbing around on the highest settings or everything on this, I think you can get a good 30 miles. Just keeping it at 5, cruising around, having a good time, being a speed demon, whatever. But Yeah, fun little toy. Another thing is too, this thing for being a double battery bike, it's pretty lightweight, easy to maneuver, easy to pick up, easy to whip around these trees. It does remind me of a little mini bike, like a gas powered mini bike, but electric. But yeah, if you guys are interested in something like that, the link to this will be in the description. Not too shabby of a bike. Anyway, with that being said, guys, make every day great exploring Earth. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.